use Google. Oh. Huh. I didn't know that. Remember I talked about finding places that's out of the way of auto drive to park stuff, chat? That tractor is obnoxiously loud, y'all. Just for the record. John must be tabbed out or something right now. Oh, no, he's there. You know, that could be that, yeah, because it's all Google. And I'm technically logged in with, like, yeah, I'm logged in on both devices. Or am I technically logged in? I don't know if I'm technically logged in on my phone. I mean, I'm logged into YouTube. But I don't know that I'm logged into, like, the Chrome browser on there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The other thing that's kind of interesting is on the phone, if you want to, like, sometimes I want to just, like, type in an address on my phone, but if the phone's hooked up to the truck, you can't use maps on your phone. You have to, like, redo it. Ah, you're good, John. You're good, bro. Go to Google Maps and it. Interesting. I think you have to link them. That could be. Because usually what I do is I'll plug my phone into the truck so it does the, you know, it puts the maps on the screen. And then I go to Gmail because I can open email on my phone when it's plugged in. And then if you just, like, hold the copy, one of the things that it'll pop up with is, like, copy, and then the next one is, like, maps. And then I just hit that and then put my phone down. We're good to go. That's typically what I do. Because you can't use the Maps app when the phone's plugged in. Be back, have to send to the farm. We'll catch you. Static, we'll catch you. So I will just email myself tomorrow, most likely. Or today. Do it right now. Oh, man. But yeah, I just... I gotta make sure, you know? Can't rely on technology, chat. Although, honestly, we don't need maps wherever we're going. Us boomers need reliability. Yes. Yes, we do. Us boomers do need reliability. So it'd be this right here. This is the Addy that I'm going to tomorrow. Chat, you want the Addy? Chat, that was a joke. It was a joke. Alright. I literally think to get there, though, honestly, I haven't looked at it on a map, but I'm pretty sure I'm only going to go on 1, 2, 3, no more than 5 streets. And that might include my driveway as a street, okay? But it's not close to where I live at all. It's like, it's going to be like 45 minutes away. But I'm pretty sure it's like 5 streets total. So, yeah. It'll be fine. It will buff. Alright, let's see if we can get an empty on the go here. Probably not. Worth a shot. You guys know I like Enros. I like me some Enros, chat. You betcha. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like literally 5 streets. And that might include like parking lot at Hardee's. Oh, man. That's what we should do. Yeah, we should do that tomorrow. Pops, Tony, and I go get us some breakfast at Hardee's, and then go to the thing. Oh man. And stop teasing us. Wow, Kimmy. Wow. If you were in TeamSpeak more, I'd tell you. Never around. Stir in the pot. Alright, I'll just wait on my own note, I guess, for now. I will need one, too. You betcha. I need to talk to Pops before he leaves so that I can Snapchat Tony about it. Alright, I'm done, Kimmy. I'll quit talking about it. It'll be so much fun, though. Kimmy's gonna leave. I don't blame you. Oh, goodness. Just not all of my life has to be on the internet, right? Just most of it. It's fine. Alright, I gotta get out of his way because he's trying to go back around the field. Just saying. Oh, might as well keep going as far as we can here until we get full. Might as well. Probably should have just waited for him to empty me up in the first place, but that's alright. The other guy should be en route. Might take the scenic route to get here, but he'll get here eventually. It's all good. See, the problem is, Kimmy, that it's like the only thing on my mind right now. So, Chad, the Alice Chalmers Model B transmission. How about that? Would we rather hear about that again? Because I know the answer is no. Oh, goodness. Alright, tipper. Not a tipper. Wagon? Hello? Hello? He's not going to drive up next to me anyway because I'm over 90%, but it's fine. It'll buff. John's on like the 800 point turn back there. These combines don't turn for nothing. They're pretty awful on the turning. For the record. That's okay. They're fine. So how about we talk about trains? Railroads online. Probably gonna play some off stream tomorrow. It would be my plan. Tomorrow night. And then we will be playing it Monday. That guy's stuck. He's not stuck, but I'm gonna steal him. We will be playing Monday night as well, guys. We'll be back on trains Monday. Railroads online. It'll be a good time. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? What's poppin'? And hopefully, I don't know if we will, but hopefully we could use that diamond interchange that I made. It's so dumb. I did think about ways to make it even worse, though. Because Left was talking about, like, putting a roundabout around it or something. And I figured out how to actually make it kind of functional. It won't be a roundabout, though. But it could be functional, and it could be very dumb. So... I probably won't actually do it, though, because it would serve zero purpose. But sometimes things that serve zero purpose are great. Sometimes they're a good time. I'm not going to get my combine like that empty at all. That's all right. That other wagon should be right behind us here, so it's fine. Okay, one full wagon of beans. I think I should connect across the water. I will. I think I am going to connect across the water, and then the, yeah, I actually have an idea for putting, like, a big, train yard in down there at the, what's it called? The dredge, the gold dredge. Yeah. Because I kind of want to, that's going to smoke that light pole. Oh, okay. All right. I kind of want to make it, we were talking about this last night a little bit, but on one of our maps, we had, at the smelter, we had basically inbound and outbound tracks. We had tracks we would pull in and drop a whole train. We would turn our engine and hook up to a whole train and take off. And then our buddy Starms was in with us a bunch on that map, and he would kind of be like the smelter master. Like, it was his smelter, right? So we would drop off, you know, cars of iron ore and then take empty cars, right? And we'd go get more iron ore. Well, in that meantime, he's there working to empty those cars, or like Corewood, like, or whatever. We'd drop off full cars, he'd have empty cars for us. Now, obviously, this is a long term, because having enough money to buy all these cars. But like that engine that Left bought last night that goes 30 miles an hour, you know, is kind of fast, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's good. But that's going to be like a mainline engine, right? So it can eventually, you know, haul stuff to the wherever and drop it off, turn around, hook up some more cars and take off. Or maybe not even turn around, maybe just back up some more cars and take off, right? So that would be kind of the hope eventually, to have it set up like that, where, you know, we can kind of have dedicated yard trains, maybe. You know, that engine only stays down. It stays down at the gold mine or at the dredge or whatever. And then, you know, not every time we have to do that, but if you have extra material, why haul it back? Just leave it there. You know, that's kind of my point. So, meter lines, main lines, yeah, exactly. The one, there's like the gold mill or whatever, where it has to like crush the gold. That's what really gave me the idea, because that has a pretty good elevation between like where you take product out and where you put some of the products in. So I was like, a little gear drive engine would be perfect there. You know? Kimmy, I have 5 more industries to hook up. 5 more. Main 4%. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm going to do them all on stream. I might try to work on maybe a little bit off stream too. Between Sunday night and Monday, although I need to work on my computer too, so. Yeah. I might work on it a little bit off stream, but it won't be on stream, Kimmy. Because if I'm working on that, that means I can be like rendering and trying to get caught up on that stuff. I'm a little behind still. Mostly because I was slacking. But one of these days, I swear I'm going to get caught up on the second channel. Hopefully. All right, which neighbor's cutting grass today, chat? Might be old Tara. Might be Tara. His grass was looking kind of tall. I noticed this morning. Looking pretty aggressive. But we'll see how tired I am from, you know, honestly, we might go to the thing I'm not talking about. And then we may end up at the farm for a few hours tomorrow after. You never know with Pops. So. Oh. Okay. Guess he doesn't want to empty me. I don't know why they do that sometimes. They're like, get back to work, scrub. That's what I feel like they're saying. They're like, come on, go, do your job. I'm like, okay, bye. Yeah, I'm 44%. I'll be okay. Our other wagon should be, yep, en route coming back, so we'll be okay. Okay, bye. No, I know, John, but they just, I don't know. I mean, he shouldn't have moved until I was empty. That I was 44%, and he's just like, deuces. They do it all the time, though. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Kimmy, we have a lot in storage. Like, we put it to tons. We have 424 tons. And we haven't really been doing compost, so. Plus, there's only 2 of us on here, so it really slows life down with only 2 of us on here. No, it's fine. We don't really need it. All right, which neighbor is it, though? I can hear him. Just can't see him. Mr. Perfect Neighbor guy yesterday, man. I don't know what he was doing yesterday. He would like mow part of his yard and then like stop for half an hour and then mow part and then stop. It was bad. He would literally from like 11 to, no, it was probably earlier than that. From like 10 to 2:30, he was out messing around in his yard. And it's like, buddy, your yard, it doesn't take him that long normally. I don't know what he was doing. He was being annoying, I guess, is what he was doing. I don't know why it took him so long to, I don't know. He was taking his sweet time yesterday. It was kind of warm, so maybe that's why. I don't know. But normally he gets it done pretty fast and efficiently, but not yesterday. Yeah, I don't know, Big L. Not sure. Not sure. And he's also the guy, he'll go out with his string trimmer first, right? Which is fine. But then he has to clean up all of his like mess from the string trimmer. So he'll go around with the leaf blower and clean everything up. And then he mows and then has to go back out with the string trimmer or with the blower again after. And it's like, buddy. Gimme already yelled at the rabbits. I was within like 2 feet of a rabbit today. Yeah, it's very inefficient, yeah. There's a rabbit that likes to hang out back kind of by my air conditioner, and it's not bothering it, it's not chewing on it or anything. It just hangs out around my air conditioner. And I don't really know why, but it was there this morning when I turned my AC on, and I was very, very close to it. Actually, I thought it was dead the other day in our backyard. It was laying all kind of awkward. And I was like, are you okay? Or yeah. He's like, wait, John's not streaming? Okay, I can't mow yet. Never mind, hang on. That's true, yeah. Condensation. It might, like, I don't know. So the condensation line that's on the AC, it drips into the yard. I don't ever really see the rabbit around that. I see the rabbit, like, underneath the unit where it's dry. So I'm not really sure. The birds like to drink out of the pipe. It's a PVC pipe, a half-inch PVC pipe. And then drips into the yard. There's always birds like taking a drink out of it. It's kind of cool. I've never seen the rabbit there. I don't know. I don't know if it's actually there when the AC's running. I know I see it a lot in the mornings when I go out to turn my AC on. So the AC's not even running. So I don't know if it's just using it as cover. Because I don't really have trees in my backyard anymore. The biggest thing I feel like is like my yard, and I guess my buddy Casey's now, are like the only two houses without dogs. There's dogs everywhere, like every other backyard, you know? I played hide and seek. I think it's waiting for me to put some Christmas lights out there, to be honest. That's what it's waiting for. It's just hungry. But, oh, all right. It was a little awkward, but we made it. Yeah, I think it's just waiting for Christmas light season. I should throw it some. See if it'll eat them. It's waiting for Santa. It might be. It might just be. Pops is leaving. I was hoping Pops would stay home a little while longer, but that's alright. Pops is taking off, it looks like. Gotta go playing some boards. I think he was talking about it anyway. I don't know. I assume my brother's going with him, so plans will probably change, right? Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Whenever the brother is down there with dad, for some reason he influences dad to change every plan that like dad and I have ever talked about. It's just the weirdest thing. We give them away for our pumpkin party, Kimmy. That's just part of our pumpkin party. We built an archway this year for him, like a trellis. We used cattle panels. They're 16 feet long, 4 feet wide. And then we made an arch at the base. It's about 5 feet apart, so it's pretty tall. And we're gonna plant the gourds along the base on each side. And in hopes, and they will, grow up and like cover the archway in gourds, and it should look really cool. So I'll get pictures throughout the year, don't worry. There will be photos. But yeah, we saw this online. There's a pumpkin patch up in Iowa that has a YouTube channel. Dad watches it more than I do, but they had one last year, and I was like, you know what, we can totally do that. Let's go buy some cattle panels. So we did. Made some money here, and kids will, oh yeah, dried them out, made birdhouses, yeah. Yep. Under the cattle arch. Wow. Trying to get the arch moved today? I hope not. It's in a really good spot. Basically, when you turn into our farm, it's kind of weird to explain, but basically, like, there'll be cars parked on the left and on the right when you go into the farm there. And we put the archway right in the center. We used the tape measure and everything, okay? But we put the archway right in the center of like where the cars will be. So, like I said, there'll be cars like left and cars right, and then like the gap between where the cars drive, this will be right in the center at the edge of the garden there. I mean, it's a couple feet into the garden, but basically right at the edge. So it should be kind of cool for people to, like, when they pull in, like, they're going to be looking right at it as they go to park. So it should be kind of cool, and like basically nobody should be able to miss it, you know. And we already talked about where we would put it next year, because our pumpkins move every year. We have 3 locations we plant our pumpkins at the farm. We already talked about where we're going to put it next year and even the year after that. already been decided. So the problem is when brother shows up, for some reason all plans changed, and I can't understand why dad does it. You know, I just don't get it. I just really, and then the one that really drives me crazy in chat, I'm ranting now. TED Talk is, you know, here. But whenever my dad hangs out with like either one of the brothers, I have to hear about every little thing. Right? I hear about every little detail of whatever they did. Like, I don't care. I don't care. The brother that I don't like, Kimmy. Yeah, he's the main one that's for some reason just whenever he comes around, Dad'll just completely forget all plans that we had and just change them all. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. Or it's really funny when like the other day, Dad was telling me that brother was having air conditioning problems at his house, and he's like, "Well, yeah, you knew that, right?" And I'm like, "No, why would I know that? Why would I know that brother's air conditioner went out? Why would I know that? I haven't talked to him in forever. Why would I know that?" It was kind of funny. I was like, don't have a clue what you're talking about, old man. Yeah. What? Still watch Deadliest Catch. I don't get that reference. I don't get that one. Come to mind his business. I don't talk to him, Kimmy. I will have to see him next Saturday, but I won't talk to him. Next Saturday morning, we're going to breakfast for Father's Day, but I'll be home for stream. Oh. Wow, Kimmy, wow. No, if I send him an email, then there's proof. I'll send him a certified letter. That's what he did to me. When he was going to sue me back in the day, he sent me a certified letter, and we had to sign for it and everything. Although I didn't sign for it, so. He couldn't prove that I got the letter. I think my aunt actually signed for it. She didn't know. She just was here, you know. Just sue him. Oh, man. Oh, wait. Kimmy, you know the story, right? Right? Why is Father's Day the same? I have no idea. I just know that we're going to breakfast as a family next Saturday at 7:45 in the morning. I think it's next Saturday, right? For sure. Pretty sure it's next Saturday that we're doing a breakfast thing. Oh, John, just stop that way, guy. We can run to him. Okay. You rage quit the playlist. Oh. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think I can really sue somebody for that, but okay. I don't think I can do that, guys. Oh, man. I'm not that kind of person either, you know? Anyway, John will hot rotate our GPS lines. We'll change the auto drive guys to field 5. Is what we'll do. And we'll hope that it wants to work. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going. So I haven't had this for years, at least our breakfast. We went there one other time in the past, like ever. I know it's not healthy at all, but we're going to Golden Corral for breakfast. So that's what we're doing. Because, you know, the thing about something like that is everybody can get what they want, you know? So Everybody can get what they want. Kimmy, he actually does, he will do a lot of weeding in the pumpkins, because him and Dad go down there on Saturdays. Well, let's put it this way. He'll be there for a lot of weeding on the pumpkins. I don't know how much he actually does because I'm not there. In the past, if I've witnessed him, like, he will work for a few minutes, but usually he gets, the heat really bothers him. So special occasions aren't meant to be healthy, right? So he had, one of them, weight loss, you know, surgery things back in the day. And so, like, heat really, really affects him. Let's just put it that way. So he can't really, do a lot of physical work, but he'll be there. You know, he'll be there with Pops on Saturdays a lot, but I don't know how much work he's doing. Need to be at Golden Corral at 10:30. You get breakfast and lunch. Spoken like a professional. Now they want to go at 7:45 because they claim they won't be busy at 7:45. Is what they claim. So yeah, that's okay though. It's a thing. So I guess that's what I'm doing next Saturday. So the plan is to go, you know, attend that and then come home and take a nap and then stream. So, Nathan Soul, what's going on? How you doing today? Definitely need to get a nap in there somewhere, you know? I'm just saying. Definitely will need a nap. But I should be here normal time next week. So, you know, a couple minutes late, you know? Couple minutes late, probably. We are on Elm Creek 4X by Stevie, so it's basically Elm Creek, and then he made it bigger. So it's very familiar if you've played Elm Creek in the center of the map. And then he's expanded around it. So, yeah. That's what it is. Glad Matt's, yep. Glad Matt is back around, yep. Polar bear, or not polar bear. I mean, if you took that out of context, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Been watching videos on 4X maps for like 2 hours trying to pick one. If you liked Elm Creek at all, this map's awesome. If you liked Elm Creek at all, this map is great. Exclamation point Stevie, you can download from this from his Facebook or YouTube. I downloaded from YouTube. From a Google Drive link he leaves in his description. So yeah. I gotcha. Oh goodness. Alright, I'll clean up my skipper. It's not a skipper, it's a design feature. This is called Trent likes to overplow. Or wait, I don't think Trent overplowed this. No. Trent plowed over there. He didn't plow over here. I'll go back for it. It's not a skipper if I'm not done yet. It's only a skipper if I leave the field and don't come back for it. Then it's a skipper. Alright. Just saying. No. So, well, we've plowed some fields together. I mean, for the most part, the Elm Creek stuff is pretty much the same. The Elm Creek stuff is pretty well the same. It's not changed too much. It's just the outer lands are, you know, huge. Which is nice because when you start, you know, you start with small fields. and then you can kind of go out from there, you know? So it's not bad. Silver Run. Yeah, they did, Matt, honestly. I mean, Elm Creek is a great map. For a Giants map, it might be number one, maybe number two. But it's there, you know, it's on Mount Rushmore. It's right up there. It really is. And then there's Alma, you know, which I know is not a Giants map, but Alma will have a special place in my heart for a long time. I really, really enjoyed my time on Alma. Although we didn't make it 3 fields like Matt did. Yeah. Kimmy, we'll catch you later. Enjoy the nap. Are we doing contracts? We have done some. The other night when Trent stayed up all night because of the rocket launch, he did a carrot harvest contract on field 32, which is the biggest field on the map. It is 113 hectares. So he did it took him like all night, but he did a carrot harvest contract. So yeah. Oh, Galaxy did that for Matt, actually, for the Granite Raid. Yeah. Go. 10 problems enough to complete. Interesting. I don't think I've ever actually had that problem, to be honest. But yeah, we'll do contracts sometimes. Usually it depends on how many people are on. It depends, you know, if we have a lot of people, then we can kind of divide and conquer into 2 different crews. You know, you have like our fields and contractors, you know, but right now there's only 2 of us on here, so we're just going to work on our own fields. So yeah. Looking to make the game realistic. If you want to make the game more realistic, I would definitely recommend precision farming. I would definitely recommend precision. Precision is it's technically a mod put out by Giants, but it is technically a mod. It's available in the in-game mod hub. That's what gives me my yield map down there on the screen, and then like a whole bunch of stuff in here. It gives you variable rate, seed, fertilizer, and lime, which is cool, plus yield map and soil maps. And you really, there's a precision, like a score. You're trying to get the score higher, then you get a little bit of a bonus when you go to sell. It's not a ton, but it's nice to have. But yeah, I would recommend precision if you're trying to go more realistic. Personally, other mods to make it harder, I don't actually have any for that. I don't have any mods for that. But some of the short list of mods, if you know, just in general, would be, I'm a big Courseplay and auto drive fan, a big GPS guy, guidance steering, huge fan of guidance steering, always have to have it. There's a little mod called no collision camera that makes your camera not have a collision on stuff, so you can, you know, do whatever and it doesn't zoom in all awkward, you know. So makes things a lot better in my opinion, you know. But yeah. All right. But yeah, there's a few mods that are, yeah, nice in my opinion. But I'm a big GPS Courseplay guy, as many of you know. Chat knows. Chat knows. All right, so apparently we're just not gonna. I had to run all the way down there. That's fine. So if I cut this straight here, I know Kimmy's gone now, but is this over here technically a skipper now? The answer is no, chat, because I'm going to go back for it. Therefore, it's not a skipper. Or something like that, right? For the record, it is neighbor Tear who's cutting the grass over there. Neighbor Tear. Guidance steering, it's a GPS mod. That's how I'm getting the nice straight lines right now. I'm a huge fan of that one. Horseplay and auto drive. No collision camera. No collision camera is a great little mod. But to make it more realistic and more difficult, I don't really have mods for that. Besides precision, I would say. That'd probably be the only mod that I would recommend for making it more difficult. So yeah. Bye, Big Al. We'll catch you. Yeah, have a good one. But yeah, beyond that, I can't come up with anything to make it more difficult. So yeah. Quality of life. Yeah. I feel like our values in farm sim might align here. it's so like I feel that, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have one, but that's really only because we're on a 4X map. I don't know if we'll use it, but we do have that one that holds, that would be 5 million. 5 million liters is what that is. But I don't know that we will use that. But the good part of that trailer is you can set the capacity. You don't have to have the 5 million liter one, you know? Which is kind of nice. I like mods like that when they give you the option, you know? Which Plugger's really good about that on his mods. That is fair, yeah. Yeah. If you don't use any mods, doesn't that make it more difficult? Good point. Good point. That would make it more difficult, yeah. That's true. Remove them all. That would make it more slightly, yeah, that would make it more difficult, yeah. But like I said, like he said, like it's not about not having mods, it's about not having, you know, 10 million liter mods. Or combines that probably go, you know, fast, right? Like honestly, I'm all for like a slightly larger capacity combine. But if a head goes more than like 9 miles an hour, I don't want it. I don't want it. I do have a 30-mile-an-hour corn head on here, but it's part of a pack, so it's okay. I think that's all we use. Guidance steering and precision. I mean, I guess technically Horseplay and Auto Drive could be considered quality of life mods. 50 meters wide. Yeah, see, I don't like the 50 meter wide stuff. No, thank you. 90-foot headers, yeah. Yeah, 50-foot. I mean, I've used some like 60s before, but it depends on the size of your map too, you know? Because if you are playing on a, say, a 16x map, there's nothing wrong with a 100-foot header, you know? There's nothing wrong with that at all. If you're playing, and there's nothing wrong with, let me put it this way, for the way I play. You know, the beautiful thing of Farm Sim is everybody can play how they want to play. You know, which I talk about that a lot. That, you know, anybody can play however they want to play. There's no wrong way and there's no right way, you know? That's the best part of Farm Sim, in my opinion. Yeah. You work for Kubota. Well, you know, we just happen to, we own a Kubota. You got the M8, you betcha. Without it, you'd be there for weeks. Yeah, you would. Yeah. Yep, we started this map with an M8. Normally I wouldn't, but I was like, you know what, YOLO. What's wrong with the M8? It's actually a good little tractor for a lot of stuff we do. Like, it can roll, it can mulch. It can do all kinds of stuff. Although we have been upgrading our equipment lately, so I don't know how much we've been using the M8 lately. But, yeah. They didn't develop and used everyone else's platform, so I didn't know that. Did not know that about the M8. Interesting. But it's a good little tractor. It really is. Duals on the back, not duals on the front, though. You put the duals on the front and that thing turns like a dump truck. Just for the record. Literally turns like a dump truck. That's all right. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that's weird for Kubota not to use a Kubota, right? Because Kubota diesels are in all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. That's interesting. Huh. Kubota's, yeah, they make a little solid diesel engines, actually. Very solid. That's kind of weird that they farmed that one out, huh? They have their reasons. Don't know what that is, but I'm sure they have them. Judge, what's going on, man? How you doing today? What's poppin'? All right. Back and forth, chat. Oh yeah, definitely. Small. Biggest in the world, yeah. Yeah. Nice out at 170. Is that, oh, because that tractor's got more than that, right? I'm gonna say that's in here. Yeah, 200. Yeah, that would probably be why, huh? Probably be why. Can't buy a Bobcat without a Kubota. Wow. You know, you would think that Bobcat would have their own engine by now, as much as, you know, they've been making skid steers forever, you know. I think they'd have their own engine, but I guess you might as well farm it out and make, you know, Kubotas are pretty solid, so. Come on, little auger wagon, you can do it. You can do it. He's not gonna make it. I'm not gonna be empty, which is fine. I don't have to be empty. I'm only 55% full. Might as well not be full either, you know? Just saying. That's interesting. Interesting. Right. You know, around these parts, they just pump the river water straight into the water tower, you know? Oh, wait. It is filtered. There is a treatment plant first, I guess, but pretty much right out of the river to the faucet, you know? Speaking of water, there was a commercial structure fire here yesterday. Technically, I don't know if that's city or if that's county where it happened, but anyway, it doesn't matter. They were right next door to a water tower. probably like, I don't know, 300 or 400 feet away from the water tower property. Commercial structure fire. Needless to say, they didn't say anything about a water supply issue on the scanner. I can't imagine why they, you know, would have had just perfect water pressure the whole time. Can only imagine. It was kind of funny though. Like, well, that's a good place for a fire. Literally right next door to a water tower. All right. Doesn't happen every day, but I guess when it happens, that's a good thing. Sounds like they got the fire knocked out pretty fast, actually. I know once upon a time, I was like, God, this is a long time ago. There was a house fire in my neighborhood. Well, not really my neighborhood. It's my neighborhood's the older part, and then they built a newer part that's kind of connected via like one road. And there was a house fire there, but like to control the flow of water, they actually had the water department come out and like close a bunch of valves and stuff to get more water to the fire. They're set up on the auto drive mod. Auto drive mod. Now John's driving, or other John, we call him, or Jonathan. He's driving the combine on, you know, GPS, of course. And then auto drive is running the two auger wagons for us. It's auto drive is basically a very, very smart like the AI worker guy. You know how you can set up like in here, you can set like the AI helper through the screen. You know, you could click on them and like create a job and stuff. Auto drive is just a way smarter than that. So the answer for is it hard to set up? Yes and no. So there's a guy on YouTube, Jeff just got the bot to post his link, called the Auto Drive Guy. And basically what he does is he'll take a map and he will set up a auto drive road network, and he'll post the what's called a config file. So basically, if we turn on the auto drive here so we can see all the lines, and we can go to this map here. So every blue line, every green line, every brown line, plus all these waypoints, right? And if you look, they're everywhere. I think he has like 300 hours on this map or something setting all this up. But the waypoints are absolutely everywhere, right? Oh, somebody did that in that field. Oh, man. Who did a contract on 45? Somebody did the thing where they just are recording as they're doing a contract. But anyway, so that whole road network, the auto drive guy lays that out for you. And then gives you the file with it all nice and laid out. So if you have a particular map that the auto drive guy has a config file for, auto drive is very easy to set up. You literally just download it, copy paste it into your save game, and you're done. Okay, so what it gives you is all this information here. So you have all your different categories, and this map's a little excessive because being a 4X. But you have all your categories, all your fields, everything, right? It's pretty great. Now, it is only a PC mod, of course. It's not available on the console. You can download it from the GitHub. Just literally Google Farm Sim 22 Auto Drive. And you're looking for a link to the GitHub. Kind of a sketchy looking website, but it's there and it's great. So right now we have the two auger wagons set up to run, and I've made a waypoint up here in the homestead that kind of drives in backwards from the rest of it, but it's basically an auger wagon unload point. So they're dumping right into our main storage silo. Animal deal. PC nerd, let's go. Interesting, Jeff. Okay. I don't know that we'll use either one of those, but that's interesting to keep in mind. Now, this map he's set up kind of weird a little bit because this, you know, kind of an older map. He sets up his newer maps a little bit different as far as like how the waypoints are set at fields and stuff. Or it's a little different nowadays. But it's definitely usable, like this older one here. Which, I mean, we're using it and it's working well. But basically that auger wagon, it's hard to tell, but he's sitting at the bin right now unloading. That auger wagon is incredibly slow. But when he gets done, he's going to make his way back to the field 5 point, which is right here. And then we have our combine set to field 5 as well. And the trigger is when you put your auger out. That's when the wagons know to come to the combines. So... we do have an oversized silo. Now, it's one that Stevie gives you when you start the map. It's if you start on New Farmer. Yeah, we don't use augers and stuff if that's what you're gonna hint at. I'd like the idea of using augers. Just augers are absolutely garbage in this game. They move, and especially running auto drive. Augers are not the strategy. So the bin that we have currently is a Stevie bin. Technically, it's the in-game bin. He just modified it. It's this bin setup right here. This is not part of it, but this bin setup. So right now, the auger wagons come up between that's actually a straw sell point, by the way. And this shed here, barn, they come up here, they unload, and then they actually loop back. Because most of the flow through this homestead is going that direction, like... top of the screen, and so it's a little awkward, but as long as you don't have anything else running around through here, it's fine. So it'll definitely work. Right, we're gonna go down this one. Oh, it helps if I hit the right buttons, chat. It really does help. So that guy's going to the homestead. I think he's actually gonna go try to repair. Apparently there's a little bit of work I need to do on that repair point. He might get stuck on a building, so might need to work on that just a little bit, but that's all right. The beautiful part of auto drive is at any time, if I want to change something, every little red dot I can grab and I can move. So if I set up a course, or one of the auto drive guys' courses doesn't work, you know, the trailer's gonna swing and it's gonna hit a building or whatever, hit a tree, telephone pole, I can change it, and it's very easy to change. Auto drive is an amazing mod, especially if you're playing solo. Like if you want to run the combine, you can set up an auger wagon to run to a mother bin and have a truck empty your mother bin if you want. Like that can all be set up. So it's the possibilities of course playing auto drive, or well, auto drive. Kind of use your imagination. That's kind of, yeah. So I'm actually I've started working on a series. Actually, I'm going to be putting on my main YouTube channel, and I haven't posted anything there in quite a while. But I'm going to be making a series all about how I use auto driving course play, and it might even go a little farther than that. It might just be like how I play farm sim, and then it might include like precision and tillage practices and like just all the things that how I play. It might go a little farther than course play and auto drive. Only cheap mods and zero solo. And see, I just feel like auto drive, it's just like having a buddy. It's like playing multiplayer but in single player, you know? That's really what it's like. It's like playing multiplayer but in single. So there's that small auger wagon. He's over there waiting for us. As soon as I get turned around here, I'll throw my auger out and he will come to me. Now it takes him a second, and actually bigger fields are better. Because on these small fields, I like to say they have to recalculate a lot. It's kind of like, you know, a GPS, an old school GPS system. Recalculating. So, all right. All right. Let's. Any feedback? I've never played Frankenmuth 4X. I've never played any of the Frankenmuth maps. I don't know. I have no idea how that map runs or anything. Don't know. This map's running a little tough for us, but that's actually like high-end stuff. It's not. There's a lot in this homestead, and I will clear out this homestead at some point. There's like every animal on the game. I don't think there's horses, but there's cows, pigs, and sheep in that homestead. So it's a lot. There's a lot of buildings and stuff in that homestead. So, yeah. Yeah. Big Mert, that's kind of why I want to do it, man. It's not that I want people to stop asking me here. That's not what it is. I know some people are probably going to be like, oh, he's tired of people asking him. That's not what it is. I'll still take the time to answer the same questions here. It's just, you know, if I'm not live, I want to have a place where people can go and find that information. I want to set up a Discord channel dedicated just to those videos, so that if people need help, we can point them to that Discord channel. All the videos will be there, and like comments about it, and discussions, and if you guys have questions, you can ask them in that Discord, and I can make videos of answering questions. And I want it to be like a whole like thing, you know, kind of what I want it to be at some point. So just use TMR and things have changed. Does anybody ever actually get horses? For the achievement, yeah. Farms and TED Talk. No, just you know, make some videos about how I play, because I know that how I play Farm Sim is not how everybody plays Farm Sim, you know, and that's the beauty part of it. So I really try to be honest and you know, see both sides of everything, and you know, at the end of the day, I'm just a dude sitting in my garage playing Farm Sim, and the fact that you guys show up and, you know, have questions or whatever, it's awesome, you know. And I just appreciate you guys coming and hanging out, you know. And I'm not saying, you know, with making the video series about Horseplay Auto Drive, whatever, I'm not trying to say like I know the best way to do things, because I don't. I learn all the time, you know. I learned like a couple weeks ago how to set up an auger wagon on Horseplay, and it blew my freaking mind. Or a front end loader. We can actually make a front end loader empty a silage bunker using Horseplay. It'll do one scoop at a time, and it'll find an empty trailer nearby and dump it in a trailer. I haven't actually gotten it to work, but it's possible. You know, it's just, I'm always learning, and I just appreciate you guys being here, you know? Just saying. And how I try to explain things as simple as possible, because I'm a simple guy. As far as animal food, what about it? TMR is fine. There's nothing wrong with TMR. Good old TMR, right? Double dealing. The biggest thing I like to do with animal food, honestly, is just get one of the big cow barns. One of the big cow barns. It makes the TMR for you. And you don't even have to think about it, you know? It's great. Yeah, Jeff, I have scenarios. I've thought about scenarios that I would set up to test that, or not test that, but use it, you know? I'm thinking fermenting silos could be interesting with that. Animals could be interesting with that as well. Selling milk from your cows would be really cool to have that. Just think back to my lands, 4X by Stevie, when we had those 4 cow barns, and it was constantly having to run trucks for hauling milk, and had to monitor them. And oh, this cow barn's out of milk, and this cow barn has milk. with that, you just wouldn't even have to think about it. You know, it'd be so cool. Yeah. That might be the part-time weather. I'm not a part-time weatherman. I just play one on the internet, okay? Oh, that might be the nicest comment ever, by the way. Your farm sim experience is better. Let's go. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, the TMR is just, that's what I do. I mean, we did, on Alma, we used the mixer thing, right? Where's that even at? We used this mixer a lot on Alma. But like it didn't take any mineral, so like we just didn't worry about it. Sometimes your maps need different things for cows and stuff too. Like this particular map, if you use the Stevie cow barn, it requires water. So I don't think we'll be using the Stevie cow barn. The regular one does not require water. The Stevie one requires... Wait, this is the Stevie one. Requires water. We will probably use our one from our buddy Tom. It's the in-game one. He edited all the inputs and outputs to hold a lot more. So, and then actually Jacob edited that mod for us too. So, got a mod for that. Do you for the water? That's cool. But yeah, so we, you know. We just try to have fun. That's really what it comes down to, chat. Like I said, I'm just a dude sitting in my garage playing farm sim, alright? That's all I am. Oh my god. The farms of Madison County. What a map that was, huh? 1 million waters to place it near a farm. Huh. That's interesting. Alright, it is time to switch to the corn heads. We've got a couple small fields of corn here, so yeah. Time to switch to the corn heads. The beans are officially done. We probably could get a mulcher running too while we're making the switch over here. Just to kind of expedite the process a little bit for us, so we don't have to do it. That's what course play is good for. What is it good for? Starting mulchers, that's what. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, this homestead chat today might be the day. Should we got the homestead today? Because I'm not. It's just, the homestead's great, but like, I don't want to have like the special, all this, you know, the stuff that you need, like hay equipment and everything. Like, I'd rather spread it out across the map personally. John, that doesn't hook up to the thing, for the record. We'll have to get a tractor. I get you. Here, we'll put our headers over here out the way for now. John, but we're to the point where we kind of need more buildings, y'all. We need more sheds. I don't know that I really have a lot of sheds, but we're to that point. I don't want that tractor's too loud. Automatic. Interesting. Oh. I'll have to look into it at some point. Although, like I said, we just use the one without water. Although, with the power of auto drive, we could automate the water process if we wanted to. See how jittery this homestead is? I think that's partly because of like the all the buildings, and then partly because the computer's trying to do too much. So hopefully next week, guys, when we're on the dedicated machine, it gets better. That's the hope anyway. All right, chat. We got these weird corn, or these weird header carts. I think they're kind of slick. I kind of think I might like them more on the semi, though, because they turn better. There's a semi variant of it. That definitely turns better than this one does. That's not what I want to unhook, chat. All right. You know what? We might as well just throw the bean head on here, and then we'll put it back in there, and then it's out of our way for now. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I like the one on the semi better. The semi one's like a gooseneck, and it really, really turns. So, I kind of like it better. Because the problem, you know, you can tell what the problem is here, right? From where the axles are to the pivot point on the tractor is so far. Needs a lot of swing. And then your wheel hits the hitch, you know. But that's all right. All right for now. And if we had more Homestead, we wouldn't have to worry about it. Oh my goodness, can I not? Need to learn how to back up, chat. Alright, they're nice header trailers. I really do like them. Just saying. Yeah, this Homestead just kind of runs stuff, though. It's unfortunate, too. Although I don't know, the guys that play this map in single player, I don't know if they have that problem too or not. Not sure. No, I don't want to unfold the corn head. I would like to unhook it, please. Thank you. But yeah, it'll get better by next weekend, hopefully. Oh, I did it again. I did it again. I quit unhooking the whole trailer. That's fun. All right. So actually, I was gonna record a video or two yesterday in whatever I'm going to call that series. I haven't decided yet. But Mr. Neighbor Guy was cutting his grass for like ever. Like, well, I guess I'm not going to record. But I do have a map set up already. I did that Tuesday night, actually. For my new series. I got a map all set up, ready to go. At first, I was just going to focus on, like, the harvest part of it, but I was like, you know what? No. We're going to start from the beginning. So, like, liming, working dirt, fertilize, you know, planting, fertilizing, all of that stuff. So, the combining is where I think I have the most questions as far as, like, how to set up with a mother bin or whatever, but we will get to that. We will definitely get to that eventually. I love the way these heads unfold. It's awesome. But yeah, so I think that's kind of the plan, that series. I just gotta find time where the neighbor's not cutting his grass so I can record. So, and then, you know, honestly, I was even thinking about, like, taking parts out of streams if people, like, you know, if I'm explaining something from a stream, well, why couldn't I just repurpose that video as a separate little video too? You know, I may not do that though, because I'm kind of gonna try to do it on a base game Elm Creek map and not really have any mods besides like Horseblade Auto Drive, maybe Precision. I think the rest I'm gonna try to run like bone stock. I think that'll be the best way to go about it. But we'll see. We will see. Of course, I've used easy dev controls to set up my map. Set my money at 99999. Rip it. Special Pat, you said this the other day in here, bro. You legit came in the other day with the same joke. Hang on, let me pull your chat log. You literally said this the other day. Oh man, when did you say this? I know you said this the other day. Because I guessed it and I was impressed. Hang on, I might have gone too far up. Yeah, literally here, right here. That's like, yeah, you literally said it the other day. On the 3rd. You literally said it on the 3rd, Special Pat. Rip it, rip it. So it's the 4X one. You don't keep track. I'm gonna automate that too. Well, I'm gonna run through different scenarios with that. Like, I want to drive the combine, I want to drive the auger wagon, I want to drive the truck, kind of different scenarios, you know? So when you go to download this map, download just the 4X one. If you download the open one has no fields, I believe. You have to make everything yourself. So we're on just the regular 4X one is what we're on right now. Yeah. Unless you want to make all the fields yourself. I didn't feel like doing that. So we didn't. So yeah. Yeah. I kind of like that one, actually. Not gonna lie, Special Pat. Kinda like it. Oh, and this will work out too. We'll just leave our corn heads on and go park these down at the next field. Our next field is sunflowers after we fast time of day, so that'll work. It'll buff. Right. They're not ready yet, are they? No. Field 18. That would have been a good one. I don't think we could have bought it though. No, we did not have that kind of money. Get great field to buy though. Big field, y'all. Big field. Oh, I got you, Buffs. Yeah. But like I said, I am gonna run through different scenarios if that makes sense. I want to, like, you know, there's a lot of videos out there where it's like they'll set up one thing, but it's like, well, what if I want to do that, or what if this, or what if that, you know? I like to think outside of the box a lot. You guys know this about me, so we're gonna think outside the box a little bit, you know? But that's like my favorite thing to do in Farm Sim, so it's not gonna be difficult for me, that's for sure. Oh, you know what? That guy still has soybeans on board, I believe. Buddy, I need... Yeah, that's what I thought. Dad, I gotta fix... I was gonna do it Thursday night and I forgot. Somebody deleted a bunch of waypoints out here. Cough, cough. I don't know who it was, I swear. Deleted a bunch of waypoints out here. And the problem with doing that is you gotta connect auto drive, because if auto drive, you know, if your tractor, if it wants to, it wasn't me. If your tractor needs to go somewhere on auto drive and it finds an auto drive path, but that path is not connected to the rest of the network, then it's going to have issues. And well, you might be able to tell there's a few waypoints missing out here, like for 6 and 7. So one of these days I need to sit down and I don't really know what we're gonna do with this land, like long term, but in the short term I can fix this. So and I will one of these days, I swear. I've been well, Tuesday night, Sean, I set up my I was gonna do it, and then I set up my my map for the new series I want to make. I spent like all Tuesday night working on that, and then Wednesday I was tired because farm day. Thursday night I streamed, so I just haven't had time. Yeah, there are some things, Jeff, as well, that aren't connected quite like they should be. But that was caused by... I'm not going to say it. We all know. We all know who did it. It definitely was not me, Sean. So. Definitely not me. Maybe one of the criminals. All right. Maybe one of the criminal enterprise people, you know? But probably not the smooth operator. Just saying. Alright, John, you can have the next pass. I'm 99%, so... I'm gonna fill that little wagon up, I think. Now, the problem with running auto drive to unload a combine, especially on these small fields, it doesn't like, you know, when you get to the edge of the field, the auger wagon wants to get away from you, because it wants you to have room to turn around. So small fields and running like this is probably not the best, but it will empty me eventually, and I won't have to go. I don't have to go anywhere. He'll come to me. It just takes him a minute on these smaller fields. That's all. But it's all gravy. You start with a pretty decent combine, a decent tractor to... You start with some decent stuff. What I did was just, I started it on New Farmer, and then I sold off all the stuff. And then bought what I wanted, and then I reset the money using easy dev controls to 500,000. We started with $500,000, no loan. We're not taking the loan either. So that's all right. Might be time to get a second bigger wagon, by the way. Might be time. The other thing I probably should do is when I'm fixing auto drive out here, I should probably set it up so we can use an auger wagon right to a truck. Because currently it's not set up for that. Which is why we just have auger wagons driving into the homestead, which it is working. Especially on not corn. It works well on beans, you know. But it is working with 2 combines. I mean, we only have 2 wagons, so it's fine. The other wagon, yep, is driving back to the field right now. The other problem was the switch over between beans and corn, so had to send the wagon in an extra time. But it's fine. No worries. Just need that wagon as soon as it gets here, because it might be full again. But yeah, there's lots of little things and stuff that I want to include in a video or videos. It's gonna be lots of videos, or a few anyway. I hope. Like I said, just gotta find time to record. Come on, auger wagon. In this scenario, we really probably should have 3 auger wagons. Or, you know, tippers of some kind or something like that. I don't like running trucks in the field. Everybody knows that about me, so we won't be doing that, but we should probably have 3 for the 2 combines. Just so when one's empty and, you know, at least there's something here, or God forbid there's 2 going empty, you know, there's still at least 1 at the field for us. But that's alright. Come on, buddy. I probably should have turned around and just drove that way first, too. That would have helped. That's alright. At least I'll be able to get empty this time. So that part's good. Well, until he decides to drive away from me. Because he probably will. But that's alright. It happens. And John's gonna come over here and try to snipe and unload too. I can just see it in his eyes, you know. So in this scenario, I'm just not gonna put my auger away. As long as my auger's out, he shouldn't move. He should stay with me. Although he might move now that I'm empty. But if I leave my auger out, has a higher chance of staying here. There he goes. Yeah. So he's heading out. Oh, now he can't find his way. It does happen occasionally. Why can't you find your way from here, though? That field not connected? I know this road's connected, but I don't know about that field. Interesting. Oh, you changed your field so you wouldn't call him? Good idea, John. This field not connected? Sometimes they get a little goofy. You know, the auto driving course play, they're not perfect, but they sure are nice. They sure are nice to have. A lot better to have it than to not have it, in my opinion. Alright, chat, it is officially break time, by the way.